And we are live. Reporting live from the bog. Bruh, I literally cannot. Let me share this before I get. Oh, I can do this on my phone sometime. Let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Let's see, Heather. I'm looking for a girl like you. Well, here I go. Doing the pretty girl rock. Okay. Share. My name is Carrie. I'm so very fly on my. It's a little bit scary. Um, all eyes on me when I walk in. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I saw this interview about with Carrie Hilson, and she was saying that the song "Pretty Girl Rock" that like ruined her career. Was it "Pretty Girl Rock"? No, "Turning Me On." Because I guess that was supposed to be a diss to Beyonce and Sierra, but I don't know how true that is. Because I honestly didn't get that was a diss vibe, but did you ever hear that?
I've never heard that before.
I don't know if it is true. Okay, I think I may have successfully shared this to enough places. Um, okay. And then the last place. Doing a pretty girl. Okay. Alright. Hey, Alicia, how are you tonight? Happy book club. Boop boop boop. How is everyone today? I have my candle going. Oh, thanks, friend.
You don't have your right hand over here tonight.
Huh?
You don't have your right hand.
I'm weak. Yeah, I'm all lonely. It's okay. I'm not lonely. I still have friends. We still have friends. Oh, I'm weak. I was like, but that's you. In the chat. I didn't realize who had commented. Okay, so today is a lovely day to have book club. It is Sunday, November 23rd. Oh shit, today was the fucking last day. I mean, I don't know if you like go to McDonald's or we're doing the little Monopoly thing, but I think today was the last day for the the Monopoly pieces if you had any. The Monopoly pieces? I mean, yeah, probably, but I got mad fucking burgers and fries that I didn't use.
That shit. So quit trying.
I'm so fucking weak. Not quit trying. Work on lunch. Work, 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 work. Hopefully that means you're almost done. If you're on your break, you are halfway through your shift. We're gonna rise to the top. I still haven't, and I feel like I say this every fucking book club that I need to go through the that wasn't what I wanted. Go through the this deck to pull out the cards that I do have, and I still haven't done it. Slacking, dude. I'm slacking. Hello, Sam. How are you? We were just talking about you. You my right hand. You my go-to. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What card are we gonna start with? Or what crystal? Or what stone? Or what element? Hi, Shanda Banana. Look at everyone on today. Hey. Party over here. Whoop whoop. And I remembered the fucking comments too. progress. We're getting there. Slowly but surely.
That's why I had pulled it up so I could say. Your little helper.
Oh, thanks, friend. I appreciate you ever so much. Okay, so what card are we going to, or what stone rather, is going to assist us into this week? I do think that at some point we need to touch on the honey baths. I think that I need one ASAP Rocky because I've seen now 3 times, I feel like in the past week, like something in relation to, and I feel that's like my.
You came across like a TikTok or something. Is it a TikTok or just a reel? I don't remember, but I was doom scrolling.
Was it this lady like in a bathroom, kind of dark?
Mm-mm.
Oh. I was gonna say
No,
that was.
it
maybe
was
that one.
Actually, it was a black
Oh
man
no,
talking
not
about
struggling.
it.
Really?
Yeah, a black man was talking about doing a honey bath.
So that would be the 4th, and there's 4 people in here right now. So that would be the 4th time. Because the first video I saw, it was a Puerto Rican lady, and then the next 2 times it was the cards I pulled. But the last card that I pulled yesterday, the ritual that it like said to do with the card was a bath, a spiritual like honey bath. See, so yeah, we just need to bathe in honey.
I was just thinking how sticky that would be.
Yeah. But it said to like drizzle it into the water. But you wanna like take a bath, take a shower first, then take the bath because when the water drains, you wanna like air dry and have like the oil, not the oil, the honey like. Yeah. That's self love. That's self love. Ooh, you should make a honey soap. That would be honestly amazing. Right now I'm using a honey body wash. I think it's honey and milk, but I think I need like the honey. Like the bear needs to come into the fucking bath. The bear. I'm weak. I'm so fucking weak. I'm so fucking weak, dude. So maybe that, yeah, we need to. Oh, that was 2 stones that just bloop. Bloop. Amylite. Didn't we? I feel like this one came out the last time. Or at some time. Or maybe not. But Amylite. And then the second card that fell was Assault. So Better with Time, and then the Fundamentals of Humanness. Oops, that's not straight at all. I suck. There we go.
Is that other one upside down?
No, well, I mean, the head is upside down, but the card's right side up.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, that's so weird.
Let's see.
Okay, now looking at it makes sense.
Amylite. A long time ago, when the mountains were oceans, what is it? A cephalopod? Called ammonite made its home in a spiral shell on the ocean floor. Its shell was much like the shell of a snail or a nosh, lovely in its spiral form, but otherwise unmarkable. When the ocean receded, the cephalopods failed to recede with it. Their remains were fossilized in what became a mountainside. The pressures of time and soil matrix, of the mountain caused the remains' chemistry to shift and become opalescent and sparkling. Time changes everything. Amylite knows. What in your life needs spacious? What in your life needs spaciousness? There we go. And time, so it can become a jewel. Spaciousness and time. What needs spaciousness and time to become a jewel? Hell, me. Fuck, you want to get technical. I'm weak. Not women always choose the bear. Salt. Okay, so before there were diamonds, emeralds, and rubies, there was salt. This ancient crystal was used as currency, building cities, trade routes, and new technologies. While you might desire moonstones or opals, only salt is so necessary that you are hardwired to crave it. Do you know the difference between what you desire and what your body Do you know? I promise you can. I can read. Do you know the difference between what you desire and what your body and being truly crave? Salt asked. Can you put aside the glitter to feed your real hungers, to embrace, to take joy in the fundamental building blocks of humanness and happiness? All salt originally came from the sea, whether an ancient inland seabed or the ocean itself. It calls to the sea our blood, reminding us that without foundation of salt, we are nothing. It's crazy though that those two cards fell together because they're both sea. Yeah, that's wild. Mm. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What chapter did we leave off on? Was it chapter? I think we read chapter 6. Or was it chapter 7 or something? Or was it the other way around? No, chapter 7. Step into your sexual power. We tend to think of the erotic as an easy, tantalizing sexual arousal. I speak of the erotic as the deepest life force, a force which moves us toward living in a fundamental way. Audre Lorde. Oh, damn. Okay, so this is really graphic. The first time I had an orgasm, I was damn. Oh no. Okay, so this is drop. Oh, this is a lot. Okay. All right. This was a lot.
Viewer discretion advised.
Viewer discretion is definitely advised because what the fuck.
What page are we? I'm sorry.
We are on page 94. Excuse me. The first time I had an orgasm, I was 4 years old. It didn't come from any sexual abuse or trauma. It was an innocent exploration of my own body with my hands. My innocent hands explored my body and realized that when I touched certain places, it felt good, really good. As I touched myself, my body became arrested by some type of pleasurable explosion. I disintegrated into bliss. I had no idea what this was. I barely started kindergarten, so I didn't know much, but I had knew that after I had done this thing that made me feel good, I slept very well. This would go on for some time until I learned what masturbation was, or as it was said in my hood, playing with yourself. Then I began to become ashamed of what I was doing. I thought it was a sin. I would still occasionally do it anyway, well, because it felt good. When middle school hit, I was having full blown sexual fantasies about Mr. Dalvin from Jodeci. Damn. In high school, I had all types of imaginary affairs and liaisons with boys that I had crushes on, but was too shy to ever speak a word to. At 18, I had never even kissed a boy, nor came close to even having a boyfriend. But this, but had this very rich internal sexual life. On the outside, I was Miss Achiever, bookworm, and a Jesus Bible thumper. But on the inside, I was Miss Cinemax after dark soft porn. Oh, damn. Wow. It wasn't until I left my marriage and began to study sacred sexuality that I realized the power of sexual and sensual energy, not only to bring me pleasure, but to heal me. As I mentioned in the previous chapter, my journey into discovering the secrets of womanhood led me into Tantra and Taoism. This is where I learned about the nature of the divine feminine energy. With both of with Within both of these ancient traditions are sacred sexual practices. Diving into sacred sexuality was vital to me in my healing and awakening self-love. I had lived with the dichotomy of, on one hand, being secretly sexual and erotic, and on the other hand, repressed and rigid. I needed a bridge to help me awaken the sexual power that had been there, hidden under waters. I needed to merge the two parts of myself, the deeply spiritual and the deeply sexual. These traditions were the bridge for me. I believe many women are sexually repressed and unexpressed. In a recent survey from Cosmopolitan magazine, only 57% of 2,300 women they questioned said they usually have an orgasm when they have sex with their partner, in comparison to the 95% of men. Cosmo also said that 67% of the women admitted to faking orgasms. In another study carried out over 8 years, it was found that only 25% of women orgasm from vaginal intercourse alone, leaving a whopping 75% of women hanging out to dry. Now, of course, we would be tempted to chalk this all up to men being inadequate lovers, and yes, many men do need to be reprogrammed on how to effectively love a woman. Women in same-sex relationships tend to orgasm more frequently. We as women have to also reclaim our sexual power and sovereignty so that we make sure our sexual needs are taken care of. I believe this starts with having a deep, fulfilling conversation to our own sexual energy and erotic nature. I confess that I was rarely non-orgasmic, even before studying sacred sexuality, but I believe this is because I spent years of self-pleasuring my body before having sex with another. So let's talk about the power of the erotic and sexual energy to help us birth our badass goddess. Not birth our badass goddess.
From sex.
All of the reproduction. Okay, the power of the erotic. So, what exactly does it mean to be erotic? Erotic originates from the Greek word eros, which has been translated to mean sexual love. In Greek mythology, Eros was the son of Aphrodite. He sparked love in gods and mortals, and with his arrows and torches, the predecessor to Rome's Cupid. Eros is not only sexual love, but more deeply desire. Eros drives us to transcend ourselves through desire. For many religions, both Western and Eastern, desire has been given a bad rap. We are taught that desire leads to sin and attachment, and somehow we must overcome desire. The path of the sacred sexuality in Tantra teaches us something else. It is the magnetic energy that brings atoms together, causes cells to multiply, and the ovum to be fertilized by the sperm. It makes life form. Desire is a universal creative force, and without it, we cannot exist. This is why when desire is suppressed, we implode and dry up. People with no desire, no passion, feel dead. To the quote, adore Lord, the very word erotic comes from the Greek word oros, the personification of love in all aspects, born of chaos and personifying creative power and harmony. When I speak of the erotic, then I speak of it as an asseration, of the life force of women. Emphasis mine. What is the life force? Is it the energy that animates all life? The Taos, I probably said that wrong, call life force. Ki in yogi is call it prana. When our life force or desire is awakened, we feel more alive. Ki flows through our body easier, making us more vibrant and healthy. It is no accident that women in particular are taught that desire is evil. They are taught to disassociate from their desires. One who is dead to desire is easier to control. They do not have their own pulse of life that pulls them toward their own evolution, so they can be made to fulfill the desires of others. This is why so many women lose themselves to their careers, religion, or family obligations and totally disconnect from what they actually want. They're too busy fulfilling everyone else's desires. They don't have the life pulse of their own. This is a big issue for good girls in recovery. We run on a program of taking care of everyone else's desires. Many of us don't even know what our desires are. When we learn to connect to our own desires and dance in the lands of Eros, we become women and alive with her own life force and power. In Women Who Run with the Wolves, which is a mandatory reading for every woman, Clarissa Pinkola Estate says, a healthy woman is much like a wolf, robust, chock-full, strong life force, life-giving, territorially aware, inventive, loyal, roving, yet separation from the wildest nature causes a woman's personality to become meager, think, ghostly, spectacle. We are not meant to be punny with frail hair and an inability to leap up, inability to chase, to birth, to create life. As women, our desires and our eros are sacred. Not only is it the creative life force energy that empowers the universe, but it empowers us to create ourselves. Our desires act as a compass for our continuous unfoldment. However, we have been taught to suppress our desire. We have been taught to become desensitized to what we want, not just sexually, but in life. Desire is what propels our expansion and growth. It is how we fulfill our divinity as human beings. While on this path of studying sacred sexuality, a desire awakened within me to become a massage therapist. This is not something I would have imagined I'd be doing, but something awoke within me to want to learn more about the body and learn how to heal through touch. When I began massage school, I had no idea what I was getting into. It was a 2-year program that required me to confront my challenges with learning the sciences. I hadn't taken a science class since high school. When I was in school, I was always more right brain and artsy. When I was in massage school, now studying anatomy and physiology, pathology, myology, kinesiology, kinesiology. What even is that? That makes sense. Like the kinetic sand. In neurology, I felt like my brain was going to explode. For the first time in my life, I really had to study. However, this challenge helped me to grow so much and become a better healer. I now had the scientific understanding to back up my healing work. If I had never pursued my desire, that expansion never would have happened. Of course, there is a shadow side to desire. Desires that spring from a sense of uncontrollable compulsion to fill a void or an extreme internal sense of lack are unhealthy. This is where the addictions come into play. Sally Kepton, in her book Awakening Shakti, tells us about healthy desire. Natural desire creates new life. It's regenerative. Is that how you say that? Regenerative. More than that, the energy it generates is the fuel for higher consciousness and creativity. When it is channeled as a tantric and Taoist practice, desire fuels a spiritual unfoldment. Excuse me. I'm like, how? Oh, this one's not small, damn. Like, I read a total of how many? 22. Damn, 22. I feel like I've been reading forever.
This is a long chapter.
Right.
We're on page 94.
Yeah, we've read 4 pages. Desires exercise. Hey, love. How are you? Um, are you connected to the energy of eros and desire in your life? Are you pursuing what you desire? Let's take on this quick exercise. Oh, damn. Okay. Make a list of 10 burning hot desires from the most mundane to the most profound. Do not think deeply into it. Write what comes to mind. Your list can be anything from I desire someone to rub my feet and massage my back. I desire to start a clothing line. When you say your desire out loud, you should feel something stirring within you. It should make your juices. Oh, damn. It should make your juices flow. It may even trigger a little fear in you. This usually means it's a very good desire because it is challenging for you to step out of your comfort zone. Sacred sexuality. The badass. Okay, so wait, no. So that's one. Damn. Okay. I guess we probably should stop there and that be the homework assignment. Because all of this, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to stop on page 94. And I'm going to get a pen in my handy dandy notebook bag. Okay. 98. Did I say 94? I meant 98. We're stopping.
We started on 94.
Okay. So we're
Finishing on 98.
we're going to pause on 98. And then the homework. I'll do homework for 11/23 is to make a list of 10 burning desires. Make a list of 10. And 10's not bad. I'm going to write it in the comments so everyone collectively knows. Make a list. Oops. Of 10 burning desires. I'm so weak. List of 10 burning desires. 11/23 homework. Did it do it? I'm weak. Not 10 is a lot of burning desires. I'm pretty sure we can get it together and figure it out. Okay, so we haven't pulled from the book club fucking oracle
We
deck
haven't read
in forever.
the book club deck.
I know, because I figured all of the reading was gonna fucking be too much. But you figure we technically still are reading the book because that book led us to this book. At least this isn't actually like a start to finish book. The African Goddess Rising, like. I feel like it's a manual.
Yeah, it's like a textbook.
As I'm like, okay, let's start with chapter 1. Bro, no, I'm telling you, that was the first go around, and hence the reason I was like, okay, this is too much.
But
Can't
we do
fucking-
need to get into doing more learning of the goddesses.
Which we're almost
in my
done.
opinion.
We're almost done with the book.
Yeah.
So it'll circle back. It will circle back. Learn about all the goddesses, and we don't even know our own desires. That was the last.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
That-
We don't know our own goddess.
Bitch.
How are we to learn the others? I get you.
We gotta figure out. I'm still figuring out. Trying to.
It's leading us into the other books we need to read and lessons we need to learn. And learn
Within
it
ourselves,
this way.
yeah. Like, okay, so. And I don't even remember which goddess led us to this one. Who was it? I don't remember. I have to like look back up into the archives of the I wonder. But yeah, no, I haven't. We haven't pulled from this deck in a while, but we can definitely. Definitely, I totally agree. Because this book, if I ever needed something to be like, bitch, this is you, I'd be feeling called the fuck. Well, not that last chapter, though. I wasn't doing that at 4. But in other aspects, I feel like she called me the fuck out.
I think we left off with Ayazan on page 343. That was one of the goddesses we pulled last, because otherwise I wouldn't have a...
I'm weak. You're like, otherwise I wouldn't have enough. And thank God for your post-it notes.
Me and my post-it notes.
I'm fucking weak. Nana Baluku always comes out with this deck. Nana Seasons in her purple. Stop it, Nana. What's up? What's up, Nana? That's crazy. And she's the first card of the deck. And the opal. No, what did it say about opals? It was like, I know you like opals, but salt. Remember? The salt card.
Yeah, the salt card. That was like 30 minutes ago. I don't remember.
Bitch, you ain't lying. I think
Who's
it was.
on the spectrum here?
Bitch.
D, all the above.
that part. Okay, so let's see. Where did I just put the oh? Nana. That's funny. Goddess of Seasons, the element air, temple threshold of guardians. Nana Baluku is the most high supreme being, primordial mother, grandmother of all Orishas, and Dami's wise woman, herbalist, and healer. You have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. Are you ready for a new beginning? You are in or entering a new season that will force you to evolve. This is the time. This is a time for major transition. You are not stuck. You are holding on to old patterns. Change can be terrifying. Allow yourself to be mentored. When you choose a new path, you ripe. Excuse me. When you choose a new path, you are ripe for. Excuse me. Confirmation self sabotage. A commitment test from the universe may pop up to delay this new pathway. Stay the course. Your time is now. Goddess declaration. I am limitless, and that is on page number 3. That's crazy. So these were the 3 cards for today. It was Amylite, Better with Time. The second one was Fundamentals of Humanness, and that was Salt. And then the third card was Nana Baluku Seasons. I appreciate everyone tuning in today. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you check out Blazy Susan's link in our description. If you go onto their website and type in the promo code, no, I promise I can speak. If you go to their website and type in the promo code Pretty Girl Smoke 2, PrettyGirlSmoketoo, you'll get 10% off of all of the pink and now green stuff. They've got green stuff. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.